Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Oh god, my fucking throat. Wait, hold up, everybody. Oh god. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another video. And today, we're gonna be doing a reaction to some bullshit animation videos. So today we got how I made tons of money at age 12. You know, I don't know about you, but at age 12, I wasn't really doing anything. I was just playing video games. Not even going out. I was literally just chilling. I'm definitely not making 20 million. Or, actually, they didn't say 20. It said 60 million. I wasn't making 60 million at age 12. But this is another bullshit animation by Storytime Animated. Which, you know, bullshit stories. Like, look at these. Storytime Animated, My Story Animated. There's one that's called, like, Actually Happened. Real amazing stories. Storytime Animated. So, yeah, these videos are a bunch of bullshit, basically. And we're just going to be reacting to this one, which is how I made tons of money at age 12. It has to specify tons of money.
Hi, my name is Kyle,
No one gives a crap.
and I want to tell you how I made $60 million when I was just 12 years old.
Yeah, tell me. I want to make 60
I was
million.
born in a really wealthy family. My dad was a successful business.
Hold up. So I was born in a wealthy family. Why the fuck does he care about 60 million then? Okay, let's go back.
Businessman, and my mom was his head accountant. They were both hard-working people and taught me since I was a child the value of money. Though we lived in a nice house and had good clothes, cars, and furniture,
No one gives a shit.
we
Get
didn't
the
live
story.
lavishly. It was important to them that I understood that luxury was something that was earned and that showing off our money wasn't right.
Oh yeah, because that's
Ever
what
since I
everyone
was a little
teaches the
kid,
kids.
I was expected to earn my own allowance. If I wanted new toys, new clothes, or anything else,
What the
I had to actually
fuck? This
work
dude's
for
a
it.
kid.
Now,
You're
my
not
parents
allowed
weren't
to
irrational
work.
or cruel. They had money, so of course, they bought me nice things and paid for the best possible education.
Oh, of course they did.
But they expected me to make an effort, so I understood nothing in life comes free.
Good to know.
So, for example, I had to set the table when I was a little boy and put away my
didn't
clothes
everybody
after they
set
were
the table?
cleaned.
I'm
I
pretty
had
sure
to make
everybody
sure
just
to
did
put
this
my
normally.
toys away after I was done playing with them.
Everybody just does this
Basically,
normally.
they taught me responsibility and accountability since I was a kid. I was also expected to keep my word when I promised something and study hard. I would have consequences if I got a bad grade at school or if I misbehaved.
Yeah, bitch, I got the
They never
chancla.
quite
Get
treated
over
me
it.
like a child, but rather like a small adult that needed guidance. They taught me lessons and guided me, but didn't scold or ground me. Instead, they showed me the consequences of behaving badly or not making a real effort.
Yeah, bitch, so shut the fuck up. I got
If
the
I didn't
chancla.
get
I
good
got beat.
grades, they treated me as if I was an employee who wasn't doing their job right.
No
They
one
lowered my
cares.
allowance, they didn't buy me new clothes or new toys I requested, and I'd be explained why I was being admonished. It might sound a bit harsh, but my parents were also really loving. They supported me completely and helped me mature at a really young
What
age.
the fuck?
They gave me
Just
the
holding a
freedom to
ladder.
be myself and at the same time,
What
the
the
support
fuck
I
does that
needed
bird
as
have
a
to do with
kid.
the video?
When I was 10, my dad told me that I would begin working at his company.
Hold
Of
up.
course,
He's turning 10, and he's gonna go work at the company. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that's not legal. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed. I'm pretty sure you have to be older in order to be able to work.
I was given small tasks that I could handle. My
Oh,
dad
okay.
wanted to teach me the
Probably
ropes
should've
of the
watched the video.
trade, and he believed that the only way for me to learn was to actually be there.
Or be in
So
school,
every day I
motherfucker.
spent a few hours at his company after school. I loved it. It was really fascinating, and there were so many interesting people to talk to. I would run a few errands and shadow different workers every day. Some people might think it was too much responsibility for a kid,
'Cause it
but
is.
to me it was amazing. I loved going there,
Oh, of
and I
course it
learned
is.
so much. I felt like I was being taught even more than schools could ever offer.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't mean I didn't study hard as well. My parents would never allow me to slack on my studies. By the time I was 12, I was already handling new tasks, and I knew my way around the company. All the employees knew me, and they were happy to see me when I arrived.
Okay, so he's 12 now.
I was
This
an
when he gets
inquisitive
60
kid,
million?
so I asked questions about what they did, how they did it, and how I could do it. I wanted to learn everything I could and discover my true calling. I still didn't know what I wanted to be when I was an adult, but I was determined to discover it.
You're rich. No one gives a shit about what you do when you're an adult. Just go to your parents, ask them for money. Your dad seems to already be employing you.
I was saving up my money and spending as little as possible. So my dad asked what I was trying to buy. I explained that I wanted to go on a vacation to an amazing place I had read a lot about after studying about it
Bitch, you're
in
12.
geography class. He wanted to know more about it, so I began telling him all about Dubai and why I wanted to visit. I talked and talked about the
You're
beaches, the
12.
cities, the
Ask your
culture.
parents for a vacation
I know this
there.
might sound odd
You're
for a
fucking
young
rich.
kid, but I remember the way I was raised. I was never treated like a child, so by 12, I was really mature. My dad praised me for my enthusiasm. He told me it was great that I had a dream and was working hard to achieve it. He made a deal with me. Dad told me that if I got straight A's for the rest of the semester and worked hard at his company, he'd buy me the plane tickets and match whatever I managed to save up.
Let you go alone.
I was so excited. My dad was showing me, as usual, that good things come to those who worked hard and made an effort.
Yeah, sure.
So I agreed and applied myself even more than I had until then. I studied really hard and got only A's in all my exams. I also worked more hours weekly at Dad's company. My father was so proud of me when the holiday season arrived that he didn't only match my savings, but doubled them.
He was so proud.
He told
gave
me
him
I
so
should
much
use
money
them to
'cause
have
he's
the
fucking
best
rich.
vacations ever, and that I had earned every last penny.
I fucking did
Of course, all the hard work made the trip even better because I knew I had earned it. My mom and dad came with me, of course,
Oh,
since
okay.
I was
Okay.
underage,
Yes,
but they
there
gave
we
me a
go.
lot of
Finally.
freedom to do things on my own. One day, I decided I wanted to visit an exclusive private beach in Dubai that I
Like,
had
I
heard great
shut
things
up.
about. It was really expensive, but I didn't care. It
Yeah.
was my dream vacation.
Yeah, we're
and
rich.
I was going
We
to
can
enjoy
waste
it as
money all
much
we
as I
want.
could. It would turn out to be the luckiest decision of my life.
This motherfucker.
The beach was
Fucking
really
battery,
stunning.
get out of here.
I had never seen seawater so clear. The sands were white and smooth. It was beautiful.
Yeah, but just
I took a
some rich
swim
people
and
shit.
sunbathed, enjoyed the day out. Eventually, I decided I wanted to go take a walk. About 15 minutes after beginning strolling about the beach, I felt something odd beneath my feet.
You getting kidnapped?
I was always naturally curious and adventurous.
Guarantee
Dad had
you,
encouraged these
digs it
traits,
up,
so I didn't
finds
even
like
doubt.
some
I
rare
began
gold
exploring
coins or some
further
shit
immediately.
and get 60 million.
I
Guarantee
began
you.
digging. There was something down there, and it looked like some kind of odd chest. It took me a long time to actually get it off the ground, as
Oh,
it was really stuck
fucking
underneath
hell,
the sand.
mate.
It was this massive chest. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It
I
looked
opened
like
it up
something
and
that
sold
people
of gold
found in
coins, and that's
adventure
how I made
movies,
60
not in
million, you
real life.
motherfuckers.
I was fascinated by the chest and wondered who might have left it behind there, buried in the middle of an exclusive beach in Dubai.
You know,
At
probably
first,
some fake people.
I thought it was probably
because that's
empty
definitely
because
not a
no one
real
would be
story.
silly enough to leave a treasure chest filled with goods on a beach.
Because it's
no
not a
matter
real
how well
story.
they hid it. But it was too heavy to be empty. So I began wondering, could it be that I had really just discovered a hidden treasure? The
I don't
chest
know,
wasn't
man.
locked, but it was really stuck. I had to struggle for several minutes to get it open. It was so hard that I almost gave up and walked away. Something told me
Yes,
not
some
to
other
quit so
asshole can
fast.
come steal it.
I trusted my gut instinct and kept on struggling until finally the chest opened up before my very eyes. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. The chest was absolutely filled with $100 bill stacks, one over the other. There were so many just sitting there waiting to...
Hold up. There's many, many, many problems with this. First of all, they're clearly using dollar bills. So who the fuck is burying it with a treasure chest? Second of all, if someone did bury it there, then it probably had a purpose. They probably could have gone back for that money. And you just stole it. And third of all, this story is absolute bullshit. Every single one of these stories follows the exact same plot line. Kid who, they just come up with a random fucking age. He's just walking somewhere. He feels something beneath his feet. Or like he's using like a metal detector or some shit. And then he just magically decides to dig. And then finds something like that's very valuable. Gets money. Freaking bullshit.
be taken. Of course, my first thought was that it was all fake. The money had to be counterfeit or some kind of silly joke.
You know,
Surely someone placed it there
it
to
would
mess
be,
up with
but
whoever
it's not a
found
real
it.
story, so it's
I would
fucking
get
real
all
money.
excited and then realize it was Monopoly money or something like that. I didn't want to be fooled, but I couldn't help but being hopeful that the treasure could actually be real.
It's
So
not.
I began examining the bills, and to my surprise, they really did look absolutely real.
They looked.
I could barely think straight.
They
My
looked
heart
real.
was rushing, and I was trying to figure out what to do next. I couldn't just carry the chest back to my hotel room.
Just leave it where
People
the
would
fucking
notice
is. You're already
immediately,
rich.
and my mom and dad would ask about it. I asked myself if my dad would tell me I had to give the money back, search for the original owner, or maybe even call the police.
Fuck no,
I
he's
couldn't
rich. He's
lose
gonna be
my
like, let's keep
treasure.
the money.
So I decided I needed to be quick if I wanted to avoid my parents discovering what I had found on the beach. I hid
Shove it
the
in your
chest
pants.
beneath the sand once more, but didn't bury it as deep as it had been before. I rushed back to my hotel room and grabbed the duffel bag. Running back to the beach, I immediately located the place I had left the chest at. No one was around now either, so I could dig it out again without anyone realizing what I was doing.
So there was nobody around when he found the chest, and there's nobody around when he comes back for the chest. Definitely seems like a real story, man. I don't know about you. This seems completely legit.
I filled the bag with every single dollar in that
Looks
chest.
like a briefcase.
There were so many. I couldn't stop and count them right then and there. It would take too long. I was so curious, so it was hard closing the bag and walking back to the hotel. The following 2 days of the trip were a nightmare. I had to pretend to be excited about everything still left to do. If I suddenly looked eager to return home, Dad would know there was something wrong. I was so anxious to lock myself in my room and finally know how much money I had found.
Yeah, you spoiled motherfucker.
You can't even imagine how nervous I was on the trip back home. I wondered if someone would notice what I was carrying in the bag.
I hope
Would
they
I get
do.
in trouble if they did?
Why
Would they
the
believe
fuck
my
would you get in
story
trouble?
or think I was committing a crime? Fortunately, no one asked me any questions or even gave the duffel bag a second look.
Because nobody cares.
I got home and immediately rushed into my room, locking the door behind me. It took me forever to count all the money in the bag.
You know what I mean?
It was amazing how much there was. When I was finally finished, I realized I had over $60 million. I was a literal multi-millionaire, and I
At
was only
12 years
12 years
old.
old. My life had completely changed thanks to that amazing trip and my decision to take a walk on the beach. I never told my mom and dad about any of it. I pretended everything was normal and hid the money using only what I needed. When I was old enough, I invested most of the money. I didn't want to just blow it away in silly luxuries. I wanted to invest them and work hard to make an even bigger profit from it, just as my father had taught me. Mom and Dad will never know how I got to be one of the richest men in the country, and I can never tell them the truth. They are proud of me, and I donate a part of my profits every year. I think it's the least I can do. I was incredibly lucky, so
Yeah,
I need
'cause
to
I
help
found this
those who
fucking
aren't as
money.
fortunate.
And it's absolutely
Thanks
real
for watching.
story.
Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel.
Guys, if you're ever going to watch any of these videos, don't bother. I can summarize it all right now. So basically, here's how the story goes. This dude just walking one day. He thinks, I want to dig here for some random fucking reason. Because I think there's something beneath my feet. He digs. He finds something full of coins or cash or rare items. He gets the money. End of story. All these stories are the same fucking thing. Literally. There's this channel. There's like one called My Real Life Story. Like real life stories actually happen. And these channels get thousands, even millions of subscribers for bullshit stories, man. You know, I would think that if someone received so much money, they would be all over the news. Like, also, did your parents never get suspicious when you just randomly stop asking them for money? Like, they're like, he's not been asking for money, but he's somehow freaking donating and buying all this expensive stuff. I don't know. I'm just a clueless fucking parent, apparently. The moral of the story, guys: if you wanna get a bunch of money, just one day, just randomly think, I wanna dig in this fucking place. You'll probably find money. I mean, all these stories seem really real. But that's it for today's video, everybody. Come back next time where I might have another reaction. I might react to more of these stories. I don't know. If you guys like these videos, I'll do more of them. Bye, Virgin Squad. Remember to subscribe, turn on post notifications, like the video, comment any videos I should watch next. Because all these videos are fucking boring as shit, and I just really like to roast them.